Right, I'm turning on. So this is a big V-twin Morbidelli's mile muncher, if you like. So it's just a short 20-minute ride basically, so it's not going to be an in-depth review. So, starting up front here, we've got this nice big screen. It can be adjusted to a couple of different heights. That's up as high as it'll go. And then we've got this lovely big clear TFT with a big speedo on the left, the big tachometer on the right, so you can very easily see your revs and everything, and your gear shift or your gear selector on the right. Mirrors are nice and wide, do a good job. I mean, they're pretty standard like every other mirrors, nothing fancy about them. And this bike is fully loaded with heated grips, heated seat, cruise control, different riding modes, you name it, it's probably got it. I'm not going to go into any of these today because I basically don't have time. The engine's a big V-twin, so as you can imagine, loads and loads of torque in this bike. So my first impressions are very, very smooth. Plenty of power. This bike, I believe it's about 88 horsepower, and you would think on paper that's quite low for a 1000cc bike. I think it's adequate. Now, I don't have a history on very large capacity bikes. I tend to go for mid-size bikes, so your opinions are probably going to be different from mine, and that's absolutely fine. So the weight of the bike, when you've got it static and you're pushing about, this is actually quite heavy. I think it's about 230 kilos. However, now that I'm moving, it feels nice and responsive, nice and light. So that's 27 mile an hour in third gear, just under 3,000 revs, and the bike's really smooth. It's got a sort of jerkiness or hesitation on the throttle there. Switch gear feels quite responsive. When you press it and clicks, you know it's clicked, it's not vague at all. Actually, although it is a big bike, it feels really manageable. Lovely turning speed. So the riding position's quite comfortable. I'm pretty much straight upright. My knees are at a 90-degree bend, so it's nice and comfortable for me. My hands are slightly wider than shoulder width apart, and I've got nice leverage on the bars. Now I'm about 5'6" with a 29-inch inseam. I cannot flat foot this bike. When I've got both feet down, I'm on tippy toes. If I put just my left foot down and my right foot on the brake, then it's fine, I can get my foot flat, but it's just something to bear in mind. So coming down the gearbox there, lovely and smooth. Second gear, drop it into this bend. Tracks perfectly well. A wee bit of acceleration up. Feels quite relaxed, the engine. It doesn't feel like it's working very hard, which it probably isn't, given it's a 1000cc and putting out 88 horsepower. Back brake is quite responsive. Not really used the front yet to be able to tell, but handles these corners nicely. And the noise off it is quite nice. It's a standard can and everything, but it's I do like a V-twin. Bike comes standard with these handguards as well. They're just plastic, but they're quite sturdy. The seat's quite firm, but I've got plenty of space. In fact, I've got loads and loads of space to move backwards and forwards, so if you were doing a long day in the saddle, you get plenty of manoeuvrability there. So third gear, just trundling along, very small throttle inputs, and the bike is lovely and smooth. when you close the throttle. It doesn't dive or anything at all. It's just nice. Tracks nice through these bends. Down into second. This bike doesn't have a quick shifter, so it's a good old clutch and gearbox. Oh, and we're going to be stuck. So I'm sitting here holding the clutch in. It doesn't feel overly heavy, feels alright. And I'm flat footed in my left foot. The bike's leaning slightly to the left, but nothing that would be concerning for me. If I go tiptoes I can keep it upright. So, effortless acceleration. Because it is a big V-twin, it's quite happy sitting low down in the rev range. And then again, I find myself in thirds naturally at 30 mile an hour. It just seems to be the gear that it's happy with. The gearbox is, I wouldn't say it was clunky, but I would say it was very definite. You know when you've changed gear, because you can hear a doink. If I was to have to do a long journey on this, I would be quite happy. Although I think after maybe a couple of hours I'd be wanting a rest to let my arse cheeks recover, because it is a firm seat. Suspension's fully adjustable, and I haven't done anything with it, so it's as it came out the factory, and it's soaking up all these bumps and ruts and stanks and stuff quite well. Doesn't feel harsh or bouncy or anything like that at all. It's quite compliant. So to counter steer it drops in quite nicely, and it feels quite positive. There's no vagueness off the front end when you do that. So that's fourth gear. Let's try fourth at 30. Aye, fourth at 30 is okay. If you roll it on, you can feel a wee bit of initial hesitation in fourth. And you get a bit more vibration, but it's okay. But third is definitely the place to be about town. It's a lovely engine, lovely and smooth, no vibrations to speak of. Nothing really through the bars, nothing through the pegs, nothing through the seat. It's very, very smooth. I think this is a bike where you would probably want to kind of keep it a bit lower in the revs. Right, let's see what it's like going into nationals. So I'm in third gear, roll on to third. Reasonably quick for it feels like it's only 88 horsepower. It's not the most powerful, fastest bike. You can tell there's a bit of weight when you open up that throttle. It's not quite as quick as you would think a 1000cc bike would be, but it's not bad. I think it's more a mile munching bike than it is a have a blast on a Sunday bike. Brakes feel pretty good. Over these bumps and ruts, the suspension is doing a good job of soaking them up. Bit of reflection off the screen there, but the sun is basically directly behind me now, so you are going to get a reflection off the screen. Just need to move your head about to get a shadow and it's fine. But I think that's the same with all TFT screens. You're never going to get something that doesn't reflect. I do like this switch gear, it is nice and positive. The one thing I would say though about the bike, earlier on I was pushing it about, and I did find that it's definitely got a bit of bulk, and it's quite heavy to push. So by the time you put boxes and luggage and stuff on it, if you then had to move it, it's going to be a fair heft. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with this initially. First impressions are good. I feel quite at home on it right away. You know, some bikes you jump on and you just feel right away, oh, this is good, I'm quite happy sitting here. And other bikes you're like, I'm not so sure. Well, this one is definitely one I feel quite at home on. I wonder if it's because I had the Honda Cross Runner before, the physical sort of size and shape of it is quite similar to that Honda Cross Runner. Yeah, even pulling away there, you don't need that many revs. Now this bike's only done 280 miles, so it is quite new. So I think over time the gearbox might loosen up a wee bit. Very smooth. Again, 30 mile an hour, I'm naturally falling into third gear. Definitely that's what it wants to be. Don't know if you can hear the gear change when I clunk up the gearbox. It is quite loud. Yeah, so what's my initial thoughts then on the Morbidelli T1002? I'm impressed. It's a very nice, big, comfortable bike with bags of power and bags of low down torque. I think if you weigh it up for touring, it's probably going to be a mile muncher rather than a backroad scratcher. But I could certainly spend a bit of time on this bike. So if it's something you're interested in, contact AMR in Hillington. That's who's arranged this demo day today. I'm quite sure they can help you out. I just want to thank the guys again for letting me come along to their demo day and helping them with the rides, but also to jump on the different bikes and try them all. It's been great, and the weather's been nice as well, which always helps. And then we just trundle along 20 mile an hour. The throttle's perfectly smooth. No grabbiness, no jerkiness, nothing like that. There we go folks, that's the Morbidelli T1002V. Nice bike. Right, thanks for watching today. Ride safe and we'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.